Alright, what is going on, guys? This is Sequo here, and in this video it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you guys my setup. It is not just an iPhone 5S, there's actually a lot more to it, and I'll show you guys how I record, like the steps I go through with editing, producing the video, all that stuff. It's not too complex. It might look complex, but it's really not that bad. And with that being said, let's go ahead and show you guys around. Alright, so right off the bat, you've got my setup here. You got a monitor there, you got a monitor there, and you got a MacBook Pro right there with my phone. And then my keyboard, I use a Logitech G510. Can't really see it, but it's pretty nice gaming keyboard. My microphone is a Blue Snowball. You can see it there. I know my stuff's dusty. I gotta dust it off. But I use the Blue Snowball mic. I took the stand down because if I don't have if I keep the stand up, my microphone sits like way up here and it blocks half my monitor, so it's not good. And then for my mouse, I use a Razer Naga. I think it's Molten. Yeah, Razer Naga Molten, and it's got the 6 buttons on the side, which I basically got that when I played League of Legends, so it was good stuff. And then my webcam is a, let's see if you can, you can't see it. Dang it. I was gonna try to like make it so you can see it, but it's a Logitech C210, I think. It's a 1080p camera, and that's pretty much what my setup looks like. You know, my tower is right there. I got my mic plugged in and my headphones. Obviously, my headphones are Apple headphones, nothing too fancy. But yeah. So iPhone 5S, MacBook Pro I use for like reading chat on Twitch and maybe just to, like upload a few videos on there, do some quick editing on that, but not too often. I usually use my PC for everything. So you got my monitor. And both monitors are 19-inch. They're actually kind of square, which really sucks, but they do justice. So I think that'll be it for that, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I go about recording a video and the steps I do for editing and all that stuff. Alright guys, so as you can tell, this is my iPhone right here on the screen, obviously. This is AirPlay. It's connected to the iPhone through Wi-Fi, basically, and what this allows me to do is mirror my iPhone screen to my desktop, and this is my desktop obviously. And so when I record, I just open up Minecraft, I turn the screen, capture that screen region only, so it looks nice and neat. You don't have to see all the stuff behind it, and that's pretty much all I do. Now I use Open Broadcaster software to record. If you don't know what that is, it's used for a lot of streams on Twitch, and it actually records really well. Like you don't have to use a display recorder and all this other stuff. If you got a decent computer, you can run OBS and you'll be perfectly fine. But so yeah, I use Air Server for my actual recording. You know, I can record a number of things, but yeah, basically that's about it for that. I don't know what else to say. But then I also use Sony Vegas for my editing, so I'll go ahead and turn that off and we can close that out. We don't need that. So if I go here, type in Vegas, a lot of my editing comes straight from Sony Vegas itself. And what I will do is, once I'm done recording a video, every single time I open up Sony Vegas, I'll move it over here for you. And okay, you can see this is this is actually episode 4, so it actually loaded automatically, which is good. Whenever I create a video, first thing I do is I start from scratch. So I'll go ahead and start from scratch, and I'll show you exactly what I do. These are my settings. It's really nothing too fancy. I'll open up a video. Let's go ahead and open up the one of the recordings I just did, actually. It's episode 4, right here, setup 1. Okay, so we'll open that up, and this was the first part of the video. And what I would normally do is I will click on the video clip, press U to unlink the video from the audio, and then I will delete the video itself. And then after I finish with that, I have the audio right here. And because my computer fan is so loud, you're not going to be able to hear it in the video because I'm already going to filter it out. But what I do is I save the audio clip, okay? And I go to render as. You have to render it, obviously. And when you go to render as, you go save it as a MP3. And I always use 192 kilobits per second. And then I name it, usually if it's an episode, I'll name it episode 5 audio. And then I'll save it. And so after that's done rendering, I'll minimize that. And then I go over here and I use Audacity to filter out the noise. So again, I go open, this is an audio editing program, and I would open up, well, I didn't save it because it would take a little bit to render, but I'll open up episode 4 audio, okay, and this is what it's going to look like. It might take a little bit because this was a 20-minute audio clip, but it's not too bad. So once this opens up, it's going to have the audio only from episode 4, and what I'm going to do is get rid of the noise, and how you do that is by recording something. Alright guys, I hope you did enjoy the little intro. I kind of stop it. It's going to play what I already played already, but the purpose of playing that little bit is so you can capture the noise itself. So obviously I didn't talk that whole time, and that created a noise profile. So you highlight that, then you go noise removal, get noise profile, and then delete. So you delete that, and then after that I copy the whole entire audio clip from episode 4 from whatever I recorded, and you go back to effect, noise removal, and then you hit OK, because you already selected the noise profile. And once you select the noise profile, it takes that sound and it deletes it from anywhere in the audio that it appears. So you don't hear the fan from the background from my PC. You don't hear the fan above me, which isn't ever on. But it basically creates a nice crisp sound, and that's what I use to make my audio really, really clear. So once that's done, it's going to be removing the noise here in just a few more seconds. And you'll see that these little bars are going to go way down. Okay, well they didn't go way down, but if it's a short clip they usually go way down. But no, they minimize so that you're only listening to basically the voice, like your voice, the audio, whatever you want to capture. So once that's done, I go to File, and I go Export, and I export it on my desktop, and I name it episode, whatever it is, audio mastered. That way I keep it nice and organized. Okay, and once you do that, you go back to Sony Vegas. You're not going to have this audio anymore, but what I would normally do is I would upload episode 4 as a whole. You know, this is the whole episode right here. And I would once again hit U to separate it, and I will delete the audio clip this time. And I'm going to open the episode 4, let's see, where's that? Oh, it's going to be on the desktop. Episode 4 audio mastered. And that's going to be the one that doesn't have the noise in the background. You just drag it over, line it up, and you're good to go. So that way, again, the sound is nice and crisp. Now, sometimes you'll see in my videos that I actually mix it up a little bit, and I'll add, like, you know, separate, I don't know, like random songs, or I'll add some random clips. Like in episode 4, that's probably the one I edited the most. And I added the intro, you know, I had all these different clips added. This was just the thumbnail, and then I added the voice recording of previously on. And then I'd have a fade. You had the disco from episode 3, you had the sheep incident, you had the pig incident, and in the episode 3, I didn't have the Titanic music for the pig incident. So I had to add that myself. And to do that, all I do is use a YouTube to MP3 converter, and that way I can download the MP3 audio from a YouTube video, from whatever I search, and it takes probably 20-30 seconds. It's really fast. And then I just cut that up a little bit, and I add it to the video to make it, you know, more dramatic or a little bit more funny for you guys or whatever it is. And so that's what I did here. That's the Titanic clip right there. You see if I play it. No! No! You know, that was actually kind of loud. But these blue bars that you see, these are volume. I don't want to say volume edits, but they're like, it's called gain. It's like you can drop the volume in certain areas. If you click on an audio clip and you hit V, it opens that up, and then you set anchor points and you set the audio to however you want it to be, which is really helpful because you see that I drop the audio down a lot on some parts because it gets really loud. And then yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. You know, there's the episode itself, and then down here I've got a couple more things. In episode 4, there was a nightmare scene, which is this right here. I added it down there. And then, you know, you just line it up with everything, and then you get back to the episode and all that good stuff. So basically that's how I do my editing. It takes me probably, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hours to make each video, even if it is only 20 minutes long. Usually the videos do take quite some time because of the rendering I have to do. You know, I render different things all in one video. I gotta, you know, use my brain and figure out what I'm gonna add to the video to make it more appealing for you guys and all that stuff. So that's pretty much it. I use Photoshop for all my graphics. You know, everybody uses Photoshop. I'm not too bad with Photoshop, so I can make thumbnails or I can add graphics however I'd like. Like I actually made a graphic right here. This was a sleep render I was going to put in episode 4. And instead of having the whole fade into the nightmare, I was going to put it in a dream bubble. And that was just my guy, or my skin or whatever, laying on a bed, rendered in like, shaders and whatnot. So, yeah, basically, Photoshop for graphics, Sony Vegas for editing, Audacity for audio, Air Server, and my iPhone 5S for recording to the screen, and that's pretty much it. So if you guys do have any questions for me, or if you want any tutorials on how I use my programs or whatnot, let me know. I'll be sure to give you an answer, and definitely subscribe if you want to see more videos, because they will be coming out every single day. You guys have a good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is. You take care now. Peace!